Good morning, Web Spiders. It is Wednesday. It's a Webbtastic Wednesday. In the web, it's August 23rd, 2017, and I have bucket fillers. This is so exciting. Bucket filler shout out to Max Goforth and Mrs. Bartram. Max was a wonderful citizen when he helped get all the recess equipment in, even though he didn't get it out. Congratulations, Mr. Goforth. This goes out to Alyssa Grider from Mrs. Kinsey. Thanks for helping to pick up the recess balls. You're a great helper. Nice job, Alyssa. Claire Canada. For Mrs. Kinsey. This is a shout out to you, Claire, for also helping to pick up the recess balls. You're a good helper. This goes to the parents of Devin Irish. Devin, from Mrs. Brown, our art teacher, remembered that red, yellow, and blue are the primary colors. He could also name the secondary colors and tell how to make them. Wow, you made Mrs. Brown's heart so happy. This goes out to Travis Burdine from Mrs. David. The guest teacher wrote that Travis was super helpful and great for her. Thank you, Travis. Oh, my goodness. When we have a guest teacher in our building, like today in art, we treat our guests better than we treat anybody. It's just like when someone comes to your home and they're a guest, you put the good towels in the bathroom and the nice sheets on the beds, and you cook them a nice meal on the good dishes, and you all sit at the table. And our guest teachers should be treated like the best guests ever at Webb. So thank you, Travis, for doing that. And if you have art today, make sure you do that for Mrs. Brown's guest teacher. This goes out to Michael then for Mrs. David, because she also got a note about you from the guest teacher, that you were super helpful and kind. Thank you, Michael. What? Max Spongberg, you did the same thing. You treated our guests better than anybody else. So thank you, Max Spongberg, for being helpful and treating our guest teacher the way she should be treated. Thank you, Max. And Connor Vandergriff. Connor Vandergriff, this is a huge shout out to you. You worked hard and you made good choices when you had a guest teacher this week for Mrs. David. That is awesome. I love it when our Web Spiders are getting bucket fillers, because it not only fills your bucket, it fills your teacher's bucket who wrote it, and it fills my bucket when I get to read it. So that is so, so cool. Let's see if we have any birthdays today on the 23rd of August. Mrs. Maria needs to get better about getting her list ready in the morning. I have it hidden by a couple of other things. Let's just see here. Nope, can't find it. It's a little bit harder. Let's talk about citizenship for a minute. Citizenship is doing all those things that those kids did when they had a guest teacher. They were kind. They were courteous. They used their manners. They were helpful. We have to do that for each other. We have to do that for our community, and that is being a good citizen. Love, pleases, and thank yous. Happy birthday shout out to Isabella Cruiser from Mrs. Pate's room. Isabella has a birthday today, and she can come see me in the office for a birthday backpack charm. Happy birthday, Miss Isabella. At this time, stand, push your chairs, and we're going to have a moment of silence. And now for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Notice that I'm in my office today and not in a third grade classroom. Third graders, I will start that circulation again tomorrow. If there's something going on in the office this morning and time gets really tight, I always want to make sure I get on announcements at 7:40. So I apologize if I don't have time to get up there and get announcements started. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be in another third. Yesterday was in Miss Lozell's class, so tomorrow I'll probably Mrs. Bartram's class. So heads up for that. And it is a Webbtastic Wednesday. I love Miss Machino's former students from last year, because I think they coined that phrase, which means they kind of came up with, how do you describe Wednesday in the web? It's Webbtastic, and I love that. So let's have a Webbtastic Wednesday. Let's do our creed and start this day right. Here we go. I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. Make it a great day in the web. And please, please, please be a good citizen. Make sure you're doing it right.